Hey everyone, and welcome to probably the first episode of Maker on the Run. I'm your host Crenshaw, and you may know me from other YouTube videos here and there. But today I'd like to introduce you to my homestead and that I share here with my wife, and my project, and some of the things that I'm going to be doing over the next maybe couple years here. Behind me is my barn. It's an old bank barn. I'm here in outside of Philadelphia, and behind me is you can see the upper floor and the lower floor. It's a property we bought from the 1800s. It's got about 3 acres. It's really beautiful here, kind of in this quiet corner. But the real deal here is what I'm going to do over the next year here. The first thing is you can see in the background that little house tucked in the corner. But here's the real deal here. This is the barn, and this is the project for the next couple years. This for years has been my prop shop. The upper floor was my storage and where I kept and all my inventory for all the films that I was doing over the years as a production designer and a prop builder. And the lower floor was actually my shop. But after being on the road and being on the run so much, I've over the years kind of neglected it, and as I stopped working in film, I just kind of let it go. So now I'm going to kind of dig into it and kind of make it something that I've always wanted it to be, and I'm going to start today, because what better time now when I'm furloughed and hiding from viruses that are trying to sneak up on us, and protecting everybody by staying home. My project here is to rebuild my secret lair. So without further ado, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of what we have in store. See you in a second. The tour starts with the lower barn, which is where I've basically, where my shop used to be. But now, over the years of being out on the road and loading and unloading trucks, all my tools and all my equipment are on these large rolling carts that I made years and years ago, and actually trying to get it all back in here after the last job, the last MST job I did. It just all kind of got thrown in here, so it's absolutely unusable. There's a tiny little path if you know how to get in. It's sneaky, and you can only just find your way through the mess if you know how to get in. So this is part of the job that we're going to do, is just take this all out of here and move it to the upstairs. So here we are in the backyard of the barn, looking up toward where the bees keep their home back there. This is the property here at the Crenshaw Farms. Giving a little quick pan here of the place, and then there's the house back there. But then here's the up part of the barn, the other part, which makes it a bank barn, which is ground level access from the other side. You can see that the barn is built on a rise, so you can get into the lower floor on the first area, and then come here, and with this convenient ramp, get into the upper part. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but thanks, Gary, for a great ramp. A friend of mine built that. So here we are in the upper barn. And again, this has been years and years of prop storage, and just don't look at those. Those are not postal boxes. You can see up here that this is just years of just props, storage, shelves full of stuff that I've accumulated over the years and had to source and build. And yep, there's more bee supplies. But you can see it's just a crazy stuffed mess up here, and almost an unusable space. So the trick is to take this and turn it into my new shop with all my cool equipment and new shelves and new places to store everything. So that's the plan. So firsthand, you're seeing what it looks like before we begin the dive into making this a real space. Oh yeah, little Shingu Nakamura. the day. It's been a few hours and a heavy rainstorm later, and I've made a sizable dent, but the one thing that I've discovered is that this place is jam-packed with strange and unique props from all the projects I've done over the years. And nothing in here has been as popular as this lamp behind me that a friend of mine gave me when she moved to Rhode Island. This is the famous dragon lamp. I had a yard sale a few years ago and had people coming through my barn and looking at all the objects and rooting through boxes and trying to find things and purchase things. And that piece in particular, at least 40 or 50 people asked me to buy that. One person tried to offer me $250 for it. It's sentimental in the fact that it was from a good friend of mine and I wouldn't sell it, but I found it really strange that it was the one thing in here that everyone wanted. So there it is. This is day one of the barn dig out. And as I said, I made some good progress, but there's a lot of work to do. And there's a lot of other pieces in here that have stories. So I hope you'll join me and come back again for day two of the great barn dig out. I'm Crenshaw, Maker on the Run, and thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, please, that's not even a word. Please, take two. If you've enjoyed this video, please, can't do this, I'm done. I can't say it. I can't say press, whatever.